Now it's time for next featured artist we have on my show now. He's no stranger to the world of entertainment. We have T Green joining me on the line. Welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's yourself?
Very well. Bit warm, but I mustn't complain. Mustn't complain.
Ah, that's good. That's good. And you have been a vocal coach for for a while, but now is the time, your time now, your turn to kind of take to the main stage.
Exactly. No, I've been a vocal coach for quite a number of years.
Hmm.
I mean, I was an artist in the early years, but for one reason or another, things just didn't tie together. So I kind of gave up trying to pursue that career, and I was a vocal coach and session singer on many albums for many people. And shooting forward to today, I've got a single out at the moment, and it's kind of my turn to be back on the block. So, yeah.
Fantastic. And here to talk about your new single, When Love Ain't Enough. Would you describe it as a love song or even a ballad?
I think it's a mid-tempo ballad. The song come about by a friend of mine. What happened was about 3 or 4 years ago, I went through a kind of horrendous sort of a breakup with a long-term partner, and one of her passing comments to me was, "I can't live on love alone." So I came back with, "It's a shame love ain't enough." And then I got quite low and depressed and stuff. And then we had lockdown and things. And my friend who wrote the song, she said, "Well, why don't you do for other people? Sorry, why don't you do for yourself what you do for other people?" And basically what she meant was, you see, because I coach lots of different people, a few psychiatrists and people have sent me their clients that have been suffering from deep depression. And I do a thing called singing therapy, whereby I get them to pick their favourite song and I teach them to sing it to the best of their ability. And they leave me all uplifted and stuff. And they end up doing it as a party piece. And I've got quite a few people off of their sort of, what do you call it, the antidepressants.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's why she said to me, "Why don't you do for yourself what you do for other people?" So she said, "You need to sing. Just get back where you started. Start from the ground roots up again. Become what you was meant to be in the first place." She said, "I've got a song called When Love Ain't Enough, funny enough." So I listened to it, and it was like she'd almost read my mind, because every word in that song was what was in my mind. So I've sung the song to the best of my ability, and it's kind of got everything off my chest that I needed to say. It was like a sort of a musical vent or rant, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like a weight is lifted off my shoulders. So it's kind of set me free, if you wish. And here I am with this new single. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good for you. And the power of music is very healing as well. People don't
Oh,
realise.
of course it is. Yeah. I mean, music. I know we've been ignored for the last couple of years, but I think that's why a lot of people are having problems with their lives now with this sort of mental health, because they're not allowed to go out anywhere, enjoy themselves, express themselves, and get what all your hard days, your hard weeks work out of your system. So it's people like us that help to take that stuff away. We kind of, we are the reason that people go to work to come out and be entertained. So if we actually change one person's life at night, we've done our job, haven't we?
And I wanted to ask you a question. Actually, it's quite psychological. When you listen to an uplifting, upbeat track, it makes you really happy. But sometimes when you hear like a downbeat song, it kind of makes you a bit melancholy. Is there kind of psychology to that?
Well, yeah. I mean, dance music was designed. I think I was told once that sort of dance tracks were designed originally for the speed of the heartbeat, the average speed of your heart. So it's kind of in your rhythm. So it kind of makes you want to get up and move because it runs alongside the speed of your heart, apparently. So I was told. And I guess that if you've got a fast song and you're vacuuming the lounge, you tend to do it a bit faster than you would if you had a slow song
Yeah,
on, don't you?
sure, sure.
So, and I guess again, it also depends on the subject of the song
Hmm.
and what the lyrics are. I
Yeah.
mean, my song. I mean, I had it playing in my house, and I had a guy in my house doing some work for me, and I think he'd gone through a similar thing that I'd gone through, and he started crying because he'd attached his own life to that song. So everyone would attach their own stories to that, and it'll mean something to somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
And do you think this song, When Love Ain't Enough, has it brought you back into the real world?
Oh yeah, no, of course, it's really uplifted me, you know, and it's kind of, like I said, it's put me back where I feel I should be, and I'm kind of sort of a bright. Uh, I'm probably the sort of the brightest I've felt in a long time, you know. So
Great. And would you say there's ingredients of classic soul in this record as well?
oh yeah, you got the old school sort of classic vibe going on, you know, the way I sing it as well, sort of R&B, soul-y, and then you've got the modern day sort of production on it as well. So you kind of got a bit of everything that caters for a wide spectrum of people that are, you know, be interested in listening to that. So it's not just for one type of listener.
And who did you work with on this new track?
It was a number of people. The drummer was a guy called Trevor Morrell. He was the original drummer for Wham. He played on Careless Whisper. I've got Tim Cansfield on guitar. He's played for many people, like maybe sort of the Bee Gees and stuff like that. We had Dave Stevens. He was in the Foundations. He's produced it alongside a guy called Johnny Douglas, who co-wrote and produced, I think, Faster Love for George Michael. And we got Tad Stevens, who composed it, who's the sister of a guy called Eric Hall, the promoter, who found people like sort of Elton John and people like that. So yeah, they've all jumped on board. And then I've got the people involved that did the filming. That's built. They're called eventfilming.com. They've all jumped on board and helped me out. I'm really honoured, really. I'm really grateful, to be honest with you.
Brilliant. You're in good company there.
Oh yes, it's been great. You know, yeah.
And
not to mention the PR people as well.
Oh,
all the PR people have jumped on. You know, the radio, TV people. You know, the magazine people. They've all jumped on and pulled the rabbit out of the hat for me. You know, and as I said to you, I am so grateful for that. So.
And what would you say to people who may be going through the same kind of journey you have endured?
Well, I think it's never too late for anybody. If you've got a dream, you should pursue it. Don't let anyone take your dream away. You know, don't allow anyone to sort of try and sort of dim your light or put you down in order to make them look or feel a bit larger than they're supposed to be. You know, just pursue your dream and do what you're meant to do. You know, I think your parents gave birth to you for you, nobody else. Mm-hmm. So they only ever want to see you happy. So if you're unhappy, I think you're kind of letting yourself down and your parents, aren't you? Because you've allowed someone else to muck that up. You know? So it's very easy to happen. You don't realise it's happened until it's happened. You know, it kind of creeps up on you. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you can kind of get to that point in life where you can see a light at the end of the tunnel, you just got to pursue your dreams. And, you know, no self-loathing. Don't take any notice of other people's opinions. You've got to just look in the mirror and like what you see, because that's what other people look at. You know, so if there's anything you don't like about yourself, it's up to you to try and sort of change it.
That's wise words there. And the way I kind of go about my everyday kind of life, I just kind of stick in my own lane, stay in my own lane, and not worry about competing with others.
That's right, yeah. There's enough room for everybody.
Yeah, there is. And what I like about you as well, I have been on your social media. You still got a MySpace account. Is it still going, MySpace?
I forgot about that. I don't even know how to get back on it.
Great.
I've only got one follower, haven't I? How many followers have I got?
Oh, I think it was a couple of hundred.
Dare
I say, but
I forgot all about that.
And am I right? You hold one of the longest notes on a studio recording?
Yes, I did that about 10 years ago on a record that I made. But basically what that is a party trick I used when I go to sort of a charity events to raise money for kids and animals, where I get the audience, members of the audience, to give me £1 a second or 50p a second, whatever they can afford, really. And I hold a note as long as I can. And one night, I think I raised £11,000. And I kind of put that into a record that I was recording at the time. And then somebody said to me, "Why isn't that in the Guinness Book of Records?" I said, "I don't know. It's what it is." He said, "Let me have a copy. I'm going to talk to a few people." And then, this was a couple of years ago. And then, because I've done it in 2011, that recording, I got a phone call last year saying, "We want you in the Guinness Book of Records." I was like stunned. Can't believe it. So yeah, I'm in. Unbelievable, really.
It's a great achievement to have on your list.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah. So
And
great.
and your track now we're going to play for you now on my show, the Dennison. Well, this is going out on the late night show. Would you like to introduce it on?
It's called When Love Ain't Enough.
Well, thank you very much for your company today, joining me as a special guest and being brave to tell us about your journey as well. And best of luck with this record.
Thank you ever so much. Nice to see you. Nice to speak to you.
Thank
Take
you.
care.